Pragya Kaushik from Varanasi joining us to give us a lowdown on the situation. But please be with us. We'll come back to you. Pragya, over to you. Tell us about the on-ground situation in Varanasi. Varanasi, all eyes are on Varanasi. In fact, PM Modi is contesting from there. What is the ground situation? What is the voter turnout? Tell us.
Well, this is the most important seat right now because Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself is contesting from Varanasi. We have heard Mr. Ajay Rai, who is Congress candidate from Varanasi. He went there to cast his vote and he attacked Prime Minister for not being in Varanasi and doing meditation in Vivekananda. Well, that's a political barb that he is using against Prime Minister. But if you look at the voters, they are very enthusiastic this time. They have a responsibility to shoulder and which is very huge. BJP has announced that the margin of victory should be not less than 10 lakh. Remember, Varanasi has almost 20 lakh voters and almost 9 lakh voters are women, and women is a one block that BJP is eyeing and wooing for past quite some time, and they had been very loyal to BJP. BJP also knows that, but there are many challenges as well, and to tackle those challenges, BJP had fielded almost top senior leaders here. They were here to do the campaign, to do small meetings with the community traders if they had any problem. There are many traders and associations here. They had their problems regarding GST and other things, and Mr. Piyush Goyal had addressed all of them, and he said that he will try to solve these problems. These meetings become very crucial because at least they have a platform where they could air their grievances, where they think that even the top ministers can listen to them. This being Prime Minister's constituency, so all of that had taken place prior to voting. BJP ensured that they will knock on every door. Mr. Sunil Bansal, who was General Secretary Organization Sangathan Mantri of UP when BJP did exceedingly well in assembly election. He is given charge to ensure that the strategy is in place. He was camping here for many days. He was coming and going, but for almost a month he was here, and he has given responsibility to leaders to ensure that even if you do not ask in name of party, you have to at least ask people to come out and vote, because BJP is assuming that going by the sentiment in the constituency that everyone knows that they're voting in for the Prime Minister. They are very proud of the fact that Prime Minister comes from Varanasi, and whenever he comes he gets a rousing welcome. So that is very evident on the ground as well, and this is one reason. And the weather fortunately is better now today. There is a cloudy weather today, and there's a bit of air also, so that there is less humidity and the scorching sun is not there. So people have come out in huge numbers. If I can ask my video journalist Mr. Manoj to show you the kind of voter turnout there is a polling booth right there, and there are huge number of voters. There are a long queue. They are waiting for their turn to come, and these are the voters from across ages. So senior citizens, in fact, in the morning the weather was very humid and it was very suffocating also, but they had come out and vote, and they said that this is a festival of democracy, and this comes once in 5 years, and we need to vote. This is our responsibility. We want to exercise our right to franchising, and that is why we are here. So everyone knows how important this one vote means and what this one vote means for the nation and which direction they want to take in. So they are doing their bit for this festival of democracy right now here in Varanasi.
Thank you so much for us for giving that detailed description of the voter turnout, the weather, and of course what's happening in Varanasi. We will let you go on that note. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, we'll bring you in, Madhwan, we'll bring you in there now. Pragya, my colleague, we just gave us the lowdown from Varanasi. I want to come to you and ask you about a very important constituency, Varanasi, because our Prime Minister Narendra Modi is contesting from there. So, automatically all eyes are there. Is this going to be a third landslide victory for the Prime Minister? And what is going to be the contribution of women here? Because, people have been talking about how women come out in numbers, and the women votes have always gone to the BJP.
I don't know if women votes go out to the BJP because it varies from constituency to constituency and state from state. It's a very different story in southern India. If you're talking with respect to Varanasi, you may be right about women, because after all, it's the Prime Minister's constituency and gone the extra mile to, please the voters. There's a full organizational machinery because it's a matter of prestige. But honestly speaking, in a keenly contested election across the country, Varanasi is just of academic interest because we all know Mr. Modi is going to win by a big margin. So, it's not really worth spending too much time discussing how big that margin will be. In fact, what we have heard is that, I was laughing to myself when I heard the weather is cloudy because the weather may be cloudy and pleasant for Mr. Modi there in Varanasi, but the political prospects are pretty cloudy for BJP in the rest of eastern UP. That's what we are getting here because the contest has become very keen following some of the caste equations changing. And also the adopted villages of Mr. Modi in the Varanasi belt itself have not seen much development. But that is not sufficient to override the imperious image of Mr. Modi and the charisma or the organizational machinery. As far as women are concerned, yes, there is the Ayodhya factor and the Ram Mandir factor, which typically in a state like Uttar Pradesh works in favor of BJP because a lot of women, especially in Uttar Pradesh, tend to be religious, the Hindu women. And but it doesn't look as if Rahul Gandhi's Congress party and the Mahalakshmi scheme are strong enough to swing women voters the other way. But Varanasi to me is not, personally speaking, is not much of interest because it's just a question of how much the margin will be for Mr. Modi. But if Varanasi turns out to be a victory for Mr. Modi, but the rest of UP doesn't look too good, then it will resemble a scenario where you remember the Congress used to do very well in Amethi and Rai Bareli, but the rest of the surrounding constituencies were not so in favor of Congress. So we have to ask the question, is Varanasi becoming for Mr. Modi what Rai Bareli is for Congress?
Right, Madhavan. Thank you so much for weighing in on this situation, and we will have to let you go on that note. We're completely out of time, but thank you so much for joining us.
4 जून 2024 ये तारीख भारत का भविष्य तय करने जा रही है।
4 जून नरेंद्र मोदी हिंदुस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री नहीं रहेंगे।
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.